Mostly, I don't know if you guys know who we are. My name is Rich Guzman.
And I'm Anastasia Hall, who's better known as Coach Ace.
And welcome to the Freedom Call. And today we're going to talk about the compound effect from Darren Hardy. It really changed our lives. And still to this day, we live by it, we breathe it, we live it. It's just an amazing concept, philosophy. And it really helps us get by when things are tough, right? For us, things aren't always, peachy every single day, right? There's always ups and downs. We still face them just like you guys do.
Absolutely.
Right? The difference is how we look at it, and we understand
Mm-hmm.
the process now versus looking at it the way we used to look at it, right?
Yes.
So I want to start off by saying, if you guys don't have the book, if you guys don't have, you could buy like the book. It's
The
an
audio book too.
audio book, added bonuses and things like that.
Yeah.
That's going to really help you understand even this business, right? Even what we do, it helps you understand the concept of showing up every day, right? Showing up and doing a little bit each day. This is why we title it, a little goes a long way.
And that's a major principle when it comes to successful entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I want to start off with the one word. I'm going to just, say small. What does small mean? Okay. As we know, small is something very small that you could actually apply in your business, right? But here's the magic about small. When you actually do a small activity and you do it consistently every single day, all right, things start to happen and things start to take shape. And it's not what you expect. It's more about, how you become in the process,
Right.
how you change over that process,
Mm-hmm.
right? How you look at your life, your business, and all the things around you change because you decided to just do one small thing and take action on it daily. Okay. Even if it's like health, even if it's like riding a bike, even if it's, business, even if it's
learning something new, like a new
brand
skill
new.
set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Learning about a new diet, right?
Right.
No matter what it is, it's all about just doing something small every single day and sticking with it, even when there's no results. That's the secret to the whole big coup de grace.
Mm-hmm. And I like what Al Pacino says in one of his movies. He says, yard by yard it's hard, but inch by inch is a cinch. And that's the way you got to look at things. You take them in increments, in small bite-sized pieces. When it comes to diving into the profit boosting boot camp, if we go back to that, there's a reason why those modules are locked. Yeah. There's a reason why you need to get in touch with your your coach to get your passwords, because if you try to just fast forward and go right in and start watching all these modules all at once, you will get completely confused and overwhelmed, and it will thwart your idea of what it really takes to do this business, and you'll have the wrong idea and you'll freeze. You'll be paralyzed. That's why it has to be done that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, inch by inch is the
No,
cinch.
I agree, with that concept because, like right now we're starting a brand new project and it's a different type of advertising that we're testing. And I know that it's a process because of understanding the compound effect. I know that, we're going to see something start to happen, already has begun to happen.
Right.
Is it where I want it to be right now? No, but if I keep doing it little by little each day,
right,
and it keeps growing day by day, okay, or week by week or month by month and year by year, I know what I'm building is going to be, huge, right?
Right.
And if I didn't understand that philosophy of the compound effect, I would think the old way of thinking, like, oh, well, it's not working and it's not going to work. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. I shouldn't be doing this. That's the way I used to think.
Mm-hmm. And most of society is like that. They want instant gratification. You want fast results. You want everything fast. You want everything convenient.
And that's understandable because, hey, we all had jobs. we had jobs, right? And I just found my boss this year. So I was working for quite, a long time. And I like getting that paycheck, every week. Every week I love getting paid. I love it, right? I love getting that instant check. So I know when I get that check, my bills are going to be paid. But here's the danger with that. There's a limit of that check.
Yeah.
So we have to weigh it out. We have to say to ourselves, okay, well, we have an opportunity to make more money than our job would ever be able to give us because we're fully responsible for our own actions. So if we look at the ceiling, right, there's no ceiling when it comes to you actually creating the income that you want to create. It's all about you showing up consistently over time and accomplishing things and seeing things grow.
Yeah.
Then A job, it's like there's a ceiling and this is what you got. And, you know, maybe they might move it up to another floor. You know what I mean? Right? They might give you like a raise or something, like a quarter or 50 cents or $1.
Oh, I was so
right?
mad when I got my raise. I was just like, see, this is the reason why I have Sam on part-time on the side while I get out of here soon. Because I saw that 15-cent raise and I was just like, y'all can have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, y'all can have it. I'm not working on a $10,000 raise. I'm not working on no 15-cent raise.
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys some actionable steps too, you know, in this call as well, because I love giving people actionable steps.
Yeah.
So understand that we know that there's a ceiling when it comes to a job, right? A job is a safety thing and we're all comfortable with it. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? We all grew up that way. Our parents grew up that way. Our grandparents grew up that way.
Programming.
So it's programming. So it's normal to feel that way. So when we go into the compound effect and we decide to actually take action on a daily basis and be consistent over time, we expect it to be the same way because it's what we're used to. So when something doesn't happen, we assume that it's not working. When in reality, you're beginning the process.
Right.
Does that make sense? Right? You're beginning the process. Your journey has begun.
Yes.
You know? And it's like all the education, all the things that you learned up to this point since you were a child. You know what I mean? Like you got to this point, your mind has learned so many different skill sets as far as schools and classes, okay? And even homeschooling, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it works. But did you learn everything in 1 year?
No.
No, you did not.
No.
Did you learn arithmetic, all arithmetic in 1 year? No, you learn year by year different levels of arithmetic, right? But because you stuck with it, you got no choice, right? You have to go to school. So you go to school and you learn these skill sets, and you learn arithmetic, you learn reading, you learn science, and 4 years go by, 5 years go by. Guess what happens? You already know it. You got it. You understand it, right? You have to look at this business the same way, right? See, because think about this, guys. When we got into sand, we were doing this for years prior, okay? So it wasn't like we started sand for the first time being on the internet and boom, we had success. No, we kept showing up for a long time.
Yes.
You know, and not to say it's going to take you as long because Misha created a system that really shortcuts what we went through. You know what I mean? So understand that. I just want to understand that because when I got started Super Affiliate Network and when we started really working this, I said to myself, I'm just going to do exactly what Misha says. I'm not going to expect anything in return. And let me just learn. Let me just, clean my cup. Because I've been online since 2008, right?
And we always question what we don't understand.
Yeah. So I'm like, let's just do this. Let's stick with it. Let's just do it consistently and see what happens.
Yeah.
And guess what? It works. It really works, right? But you also have to believe that it works, even when it's not working.
And some people have different upbringings. Like I've met a lot of international, students that come from international countries. And, they don't understand this type of, digital world that we're in. They don't understand this. And what happens is they see people's success and they think it's instant. So they'll go, well, how did you get that 1 week of results? Or how did you get that 1 month of results? I want that. They don't know that it actually took that person over a year's time to get themselves established first, to get themselves disciplined and do small things over a consistent period of time before it appears to look like they actually have an overnight success.
Right.
You see? And that's the thing with people, they actually have to break that down to them, but they don't tell them that. They hide that information. They hide that truth. We don't. We tell people straight up.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. We've been in the industry for a long, long time. What you see is because it's a reflection of what we've done over time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and we like to be transparent about that. So understand that, that's consistency. Consistency is vital to your success. It's very, very important, but you can't have consistency unless you make the right choices.
That's right.
Right? The right choices are important.
Yes.
So in other words, what you're doing on a daily basis, make sure you're choosing the right choices to do. Because I'll tell you why. A lot of people, when they get started in this industry, okay, including myself in the beginning, guilty, will always try something different along the path because it's the road of least resistance. It makes it easier to make that decision instead of sticking with something. You know what I mean? Because we feel that if something is not happening, immediately, like I was talking about, with when we expect things too quickly.
Right.
When you are actually on that path, okay, and you're making the right choices. Right choices means focus on the methods that are going to help you become a marketer. That's the key. So in other words, You're going to focus on driving traffic, but you're also going to focus on following up. Those two key skill sets will set you free. Remember that. Driving traffic, following up. Driving traffic, following up. The two basic principles. Do that for 2-3 years straight, man, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I guarantee it.
Yes.
Okay? But if you do what most people do and you jump ship and you start going towards a different avenue, a different direction, that's going to set you back, start all over again, okay? And your mindset's not going to be in the right place, okay?
Yes.
There's things that we do. We use tools and resources, but the tools and resources we use are to enhance what we do with SAN. SAN has always been our primary objective. It has always been our primary focus. So if you see us like online and we're doing like showing off different tools, it's because we enhance those tools to work with SAN, right? There's a reason for that.
Yes.
Okay, it's not like we're going somewhere else and putting our focus on something else. Our focus is on SAN. And the reason why I know is because I have everything tracked, and everything that goes in the back of SAN tells me where it's coming from. So I know what's working, what's not working, okay? So understand, making smart choices will set you free, okay? That's going to set you free because you're going to focus on the marketing side of things. You're not going to focus on the shiny object. You're not going to focus on, you know, seeing if something is better, okay? For example, just like if somebody's going on a diet and all of a sudden they start feeling healthy for a while and they say, you know what, I just went on this vegetarian diet. I feel great. I'm not eating meat anymore. My cholesterol's dropped. I am feeling like $1,000,000. I got more energy. I'm walking. I never walked before. I don't know what's going on. This is kind of weird. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they have a temptation to do something wrong. Like go have that, you know, ice cream or cake or something that they know is bad for them, right? What happens? They take a step back, but that step back is like taking 10 steps back.
Right.
From all that effort and all that work that you put into,
Yes.
right? I've been through that, guys. Don't make that mistake, okay? So remember, smart choices, very, very important. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about is patience. Time is a factor. Time is different for everyone, right? Time is different for everyone because people learn differently. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Nobody is slower, nobody's faster. It's just people learn differently. How they approach whatever they're studying, whatever, you know, course they're learning,
Right.
they process it differently.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes people a little bit longer. Sometimes it takes people a lot faster.
Keisha Bass, actually one of our top students on our team, you know, she's amazing. And, you know, for her learning adaptability was slow because she said, it took me a while to get SAN. Like I really didn't think about what I had in my hands until I actually started, you know, taking it in.
But even when she first started,
Right.
she said it took a while. But here's the magic, guys.
Right.
She never quit.
Yeah.
Right? She kept going and going and going and going. Same thing with us, right? You see how there's a correlation here? We kept going and going and going.
And what's impressive is that our story, when we first got started with SAN, the learning was with us, we got hungry. Like we said before in our story, if you guys watched our inner circle, you know, we actually locked the doors. The day that we signed up, we immediately got our heads together, grabbed our notebooks, and we locked ourselves like laser focused in and got through every single module within that first few days of that first week of getting started.
Exactly.
And that was because it was during the early days when SAN was being born. And we had that kind of time and the coach was available at that time.
Yep.
Okay. So just know that.
So time really plays an important factor, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So what does this all equal? It equals a radical difference. Okay. Radical difference. That's what will make the difference with you versus a majority out there who don't understand the philosophy of the mindset, building a business, putting things together, understanding patience, right? Doing small things every single day, right? That's the compound effect. That's the compound effect. Everything that you do over time will catch up, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Okay? So that being said, guys, my name is Rich Guzman.
And I'm Anastasia Haldridge, better known as Coach Ace.
And thank you very much for stopping by this Freedom Call. And we'll see you on a new one very soon. Take care.
All right.